Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Masters of the Universe minis, Man-atArms vs. Fager. That's right, it's the fourth 2-pack in this brand new minifigure series. Let's check them out. As you can see, they come in that same style blister card packaging that we've seen for all of these current minifigures thus far. It's got a great, bright, and colorful background, and fully showcases the two figures within the blister bubble. There's also a yellow burst on the front that lets you know that it includes a Collect and Connect Castle Grayskull diorama piece. And then flipping the box around to the back side, we get a look at how the Collect and Connect Castle Grayskull pieces fit together, and we get a look at the currently released figures along with what pieces they include. Alright, so adding to the ranks of both the heroic warriors and the evil warriors, we now have Man-atArms and Fager. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at these two minifigures. Now, just like we've seen with all of the other figures in this current series, these stand right at about 2 inches tall. That makes them a bit shorter than the original San Diego exclusive He-Man and Skeletor figures, so the scale's quite a bit off between these characters. But they fit in perfectly with all of the currently released minifigures. And the articulation also remains the same, with the heads being able to rotate both left and right and slightly moving up and down on the ball joints there. And then the arms just move forwards and backwards, and the waist swivels with no articulation in the legs. They also have those very stylized looks with the beefed up, bulky upper bodies and muscular arms, and the small little legs underneath. Even with those builds, they don't really have a lot of standing issues. In fact, the only times I have any problems with them toppling over is when I've got all of their accessories in their hands and I'm trying to get some crazy poses out of them. For the most part, they balance incredibly well. Man-atArms features his signature blue helmet with the orange deco on the top there, and he's even got his trademark mustache as he appeared in the cartoon series. He's got his bright orange techno-looking armor with the one arm covered in the armor sleeve there. The overall sculpt is very well done on this guy. I really love the stylized, almost animated look of these characters, and the paint job is nice and clean and very bright and vibrant. Man-atArms comes with 2 accessories. First up, he's got his standard club accessory. Now, like many of the weapons in this line, it's very oversized, but it actually kind of makes it feel more like the 2000X style club rather than the vintage club. It's just done in a solid kind of yellow color plastic there, and it is a bit gummy, but not overly so, and you can actually get him to fit it in either one of his hands. In addition to that mace, he also includes his 2000X style arm cannon. Now this is done in a nice bright blue painted color with a little red kind of missile right there on the top, and it fits perfectly on his right arm. It doesn't fit as well over the left because of the sculpted armor on the forearm, so it's definitely meant to be placed over the right arm. But you can even get that kind of posed with the mace in his left hand there, and it looks really cool with him fully armed up. Though it is worth noting that that arm cannon is one of those weapons that's going to cause a little bit of a balance issue, so it's going to be hard to get him pointing that anywhere other than straight ahead. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip over and take a look at Fager. As you can see, he's got that classic Fager look, sporting the He-Man style in the face and the body, but wearing the Skeletor armor. The skin tone is a nice vibrant bright blue color, while the hair and the armor are done in that nice bright orange. The boots and the loincloth are done in that deep dark purple color, while the belt and the wrist bracers are done in a nice metallic kind of gunmetal silver. Just like with Man-atArms, the paint job is very clean and very bright on this guy. The face sculpt is also brand new on here, in case you were wondering. It's not just a reuse of the He-Man head sculpt. If you look at him side by side, you'll notice that Fager's got much more of a dirty scowl on his face and has those evil kind of pointed eyebrows, so it really makes him stand out. It's not just a repainted He-Man head. He also includes his own accessories. First up, he's got an orange version of the classic power sword. This can be held in either one of his hands, and he even has a place on the back of his armor where you can slide the sword through. In addition to that, he also includes the battle axe, which is something we haven't seen in this particular scale yet. It's done in that same orange color and can be held in either one of his hands, and you can even put that in the sheath on his back. So it's really nice that he's got a place to store one of his weapons when not in use, but of course you can also arm him up with both weapons at the same time if you so desire. Now these two minifigures come with another piece to the Collect and Connect Castle Grayskull diorama, this time being the Jaw Bridge. This is another thing that's got a bit of a 2000X inspired flair to it because you'll notice that the door is brown rather than the green stone. It's also got kind of a bit of a jagged top to it that fits along with the teeth, and you'll notice that there's pegs on there, so now we can attach it to the top part we got with some of the last figures, and once that's snapped together, we can attach that full left tower. We're finally able to start building this thing, and we can see about the size that it's going to be when it's all said and done. Now this is just a diorama piece, so there's nothing on the backside, but it is going to be a really cool little piece to stand behind the figures for your display on your shelf. So there you go, guys. There's a look at the next assortment of Masters of the Universe minis. I really am loving these figures. I know I've already said it in the past, but at first I was a bit bummed that the scale changed so drastically from the original San Diego exclusive versions of He-Man and Skeletor. But now that we're starting to get more and more characters to round out this line, I really love these. And I'd love to see these continue on and give us so many different Masters characters in this particular style. I think it's really cool that we've got a neat little Castle Grayskull diorama that we're building with it, and I'd love to see some more mini dioramas. So here's hoping that this line continues on. The Man-atArms and Fager Masters of the Universe minis will be sold exclusively at MattyCollector.com. So happy hunting, and until next time.